Here's me, hot sunny Belfast, 10th of July.
And it's a blister, a glister of a day. Freedom is everything.
It's Dino in the Moonbeam Mobile. Here, Arlen, it's kicking off, he says, banging the brakes.
10 meat wagons, 6 weight contractor vans, squad of ninjas lined up, all battens and riot shields. We'll have to do an all-nighter to guard it. The contractors can hit you from any time.
Compromise equals sell it.
So that's a clip from the new Rosemary Jenkinson play Billy Boy, which runs at the Strand Arts Centre from the 7th until the 8th of August as part of this year's EastSide Arts Festival. And I'm pleased to say Rosemary joins us now in the studio. Welcome back. How are you?
Great, Robin. It's been a while since I've been in here.
Been a while since I've been in the studio as well. Tell us about the new play. This looks exciting. It's set on the 11th of July. We're talking bonfires here, aren't we?
I think that's a pretty good guess from that date. Yeah, it is bonfire night, and well, it's actually set on the 10th just to get the whole build up to the big night, and because it's really about the guarding of it beforehand, which is also, that's kind of the story about the central character Aaron, the trouble he gets into, and that sets the whole motion for the play.
And this is all based on real life events, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose I researched a bit at Avonale Bonfire 2 years ago when it was contentious, so it was very much inspired by that, sort of the emotion behind all that. And also I talked to bonfire builders in the process, the lead up to writing, so there's quite a lot of quotes. It's not just me spouting off as usual, so that's different.
So what about these bonfire builders? Because every year these bonfires seem to be getting bigger and bigger and more elaborate. Is there some kind of course out there for bonfire builders?
Yeah, it's like an architectural degree they have to get these days. Yeah, I mean, it's quite amazing. I don't know how they do it. You know, it really is, I suppose it's built up over so many months, and that's what the kind of incredible thing is. It takes so long to build, and there's so many collectors involved as well. So it's such a group effort. And yeah, I mean, all fair play to them. I don't know. I mean, the one, I was at Ravenhill this year and it did collapse, but they're meant to collapse. I mean, you know, I think we'd probably go, look, that's not so good, well built, but I think it is meant to.
I drove past one in Larne recently as well, which I think was the biggest one
I saw that on
Northern
television.
Ireland, and people were actually flying in from all over the world to come and climb it and look at it.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, and really dangerous to climb. I mean, when you watch that, it's, but that's part of the thrill of it. The lighting should be a bit, I mean, I know we're all concerned with health and safety today, but it is great to have that wildness and bravery in our society.
So what was it this time that made you want to write this story then?
Yeah, it was definitely that I don't think contentious bonfires are, probably not so many people know about the passion behind it, the things that inspire bonfire builders, like their community, their history, the pride in it. So I really did want to talk about those, the insider's view of the bonfire and what it means and what it is, and also how nowadays bonfires are pushed out a little bit. New developments, social housing is in all their own spots, and you know, so it's quite a sort of complicated thing right now happening. And I was also looking at loads of things like environmentalism with bonfires, the old tower burning. So there's so many different aspects.
We used to see in a lot of plays set in a Republican background in West Belfast. We don't see that many set in the east of the city, but you're one of these people who are bringing that to the fore now, aren't you?
Definitely it has to be brought more to the fore. I do think there's been an imbalance in the past, and I'm very glad then to give voice to the east where I live myself. So, I mean, and it is a vibrant community and very diverse as well. So I think it's great. There is a movement for more stories to come from the east, and that's wonderful.
Because, I mean, apart from yourself, I mean, there are other great writers out there who've come from East Belfast, aren't there?
Yeah, brilliant ones. I mean, right now, Glenn Patterson, Lucy Caldwell, Wendy Erskine, Jan Carson. You know, there's a whole load, and Yeah, I hate actually mentioning names because you always forget your friends or something. So, but yeah, it's a huge movement and a very welcome one.
Last time I spoke to you, it was just as we were going into the whole lockdown period, well over a year ago. So what's been happening in the last year? Have you kept busy?
Yeah, that's been a hard one. I think I just went into lockdown just after my last play. It was Dream, Sleep, Connect, where I was talking to you about it. And then since then, yeah, I was more moving into, I kind of gave the playwriting a break because I knew there was just not a lot of point. So I kind of moved more into the short stories and tried a novel. You know, I think coronavirus lockdown was a chance to actually broaden your writing a bit more and look at different ways of writing. So it wasn't all negative, but thank God we're out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the last book you had out was your book of short stories, which I thought was brilliant. And that, again, it's been very well received, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, again, it was meant to be. Do you remember I saw you about, it was we did a launch kind of thing with you,
yeah.
And everything was kind of, yeah, Zoom and Zoom disasters, yes. I remember. But yeah, so it's been great since then. I mean, we did good sales because people were still really reading a lot during lockdown, a lot more than they would have normally. They had so much free time in their hands. So it went really well, and I've got another book of short stories coming out in October, so hopefully I'll be talking to you about that.
Oh, soon. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. Anything else we should know about in the pipeline then?
Some more plays with Kibosh, some mini plays with them at Cultural Folk Museum and Oma Folk Museum. And that's about partition, so very, very timely with the centenary. So that, I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, and in fact, we were doing an initiative with Brassneck Theatre Company, and we all wrote six writers, 6 plays, 6 actors, 6 directors. Yeah, so that's coming out shortly. So lots to look forward to in the next month or two.
Indeed, but in the meantime, we got Billy Boy, which is on at the Strand Arts Centre, 7th and 8th of August, I believe.
7th and 8th of August, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. So please book, because it's going to be an exciting show. We've got a brilliant actor, John Travers, and it's going to be special.
All right, I look forward to it. Rosemary, thank you for coming in as always.
Thanks, Robin.
Thank you.